Welcome, it's Kevin Sudbeck with S3 Consultants. I'm the Chief Safety Officer, and today we'll be talking about another one of those aviation safety, occupational safety things that kind of merge in the middle. And we'll be talking about eye protection as it relates to your employees, especially when they're out on the flight line. Because anytime you have a eye exposure or hazard exposure, you're supposed to ensure your employees are protected from that. We have 5 agenda items, and we won't spend too much time talking about it, but as you can see them on the agenda slide page, we'll review them in order. Just to touch on the OSHA Memorandum of Understanding, occupational eye exposure is not one of the things that is part of the MOU, Memorandum of Understanding between the FAA and OSHA, but you should take precautions. You should provide employee protections, again, because you'll have to deal with your insurance providers on this issue if you have recurrent eye injuries as it relates to aircraft operations. So per 29 CFR 1910.133, eye and face protection, OSHA requires eye and face protection standards mandate employers ensure employees use appropriate eye or face protection when exposed to the hazards. With the aviation companies I work for, we encourage them to wear eye protection. The last company mandated it. When I was with Evergreen working on the North Slope, it was mandated by the North Slope oil companies that you wear eye protection almost all the time. One of the interesting issues is that when you're riding in a truck around the oil camps, you would have to wear eye protection in the truck. That's how stringent and strict they were up on the North Slope. And what are the elements of an eye protection program? We'll cover that on the next slide. So, like most OSHA programs, there are 4 elements. You have to determine the hazards, and if you're operating fixed or rotary wing aircraft, you're going to have an eye hazard. And then you provide protection from flying objects. Most of the time, it's just safety glasses, understandably, that type of eye protection. And you must ensure that they incorporate the ANSI standards. The standard is Z87.1-2010 or 2003 or 1989. And when you get safety glasses, those will be written right on the handles. So you know that the safety glasses that you purchase for your employees provide protection for them. They will meet ANSI standards and it'll be written on the side. If you get it from a reputable safety company like up here in Alaska Industrial Hardware, AIH, they'll have safety glasses that meet ANSI standards. Fastenal is another one, and there's a number of these companies that provide safety equipment for you. And then training, like OSHA requires training, has to be documented. This one does not require that they take a test, that they show proficiency in it. There are other standards that are coming up that we're going to talk about that will require some type of employee competency, which means they have to take a test. So in this one, you just have to provide the training and provide the PPE, and you should discuss the necessity of it, the limitations, and the life cycle. Safety glasses are not something you wear for 20 years. They kind of have a short lifespan, so you should be providing them as needed. They tend to break. I mean, just the reading glasses that I'm wearing, I get them at the dollar store because they don't last very long. I'm pretty rough on them. So on the next slide, we'll just summarize eye protection in OSHA. This is not a long video, and you want to ensure that employees are always wearing eye and face protection when appropriate hazards are present. It's a little bit difficult to wear a whole face shield when working on the flight line, but they should wear eye protection. In the Navy, U.S. Navy, we required them to wear goggles and a cranial or kind of a helmet. And when I left the Navy, they're pretty much the flight deck crews were wearing full-on helmets. The cranials were starting to fade into obscurity. It is required that the employer procure eye and face PPE from a trusted source. That's why I talked about Alaska Industrial Hardware, Fastenal, Granger. That's the other one. Most industries are moving to eye protection being implemented at all times. And like I said, on the North Slope, it's required just riding in a vehicle. So it's a good thing to have. It's relatively inexpensive. I hate to say a lawsuit from a loss of an eye can be expensive. Insurance may not cover everything. And if you have any questions, contact S3 Consultants. We have a number of competent and trained people, OSHA experts on staff that can help you make your operation safer. Allow us to help you or let us help you make your system safer. We can do that for you. And again, it's Kevin Subbeck with S3 Consultants, Chief Safety Officer. If you have any questions, give us a call. I'm up in Alaska half the year and down the lower 48 the other half. So I can come to you. Just let me know. And have a good day.